Tottenham Hotspur stunned Manchester City at the Etihad with a disciplined and ruthless performance that ended 2-2 in favor of the visitors. From the very first half, it was clear this was not going to be a routine evening for Pep Guardiola's side. Despite enjoying more possession, City looked unsettled and failed to create the clear chances their fans expected, while Spurs struck decisively when the moments came. The breakthrough arrived in the 35th minute. Brennan Johnson, alert and sharp, latched onto a clever pass and finished confidently. There was a brief pause as VAR checked for an offside. But when the goal was confirmed, Tottenham's players celebrated wildly while the Etihad was stunned into silence. City suddenly looked rattled, and their rhythm completely disappeared. Just minutes before halftime, things went from bad to worse for the champions. A poor goal kick from James Trafford, making his debut in place of Ederson, fell straight into danger. João Palhinha seized the opportunity with authority, smashing the ball into the net to double Spurs' lead. At 2-0, the away supporters could hardly believe it, while Guardiola stood motionless on the touchline, arms folded, knowing his team had been punished for costly mistakes. In the second half, Manchester City pushed bodies forward and dominated possession, but the cutting edge was nowhere to be found. Erling Haaland was starved of service. Phil Foden and Bernardo Silva tried to probe, and Rodri's introduction was meant to steady the ship. Yet Spurs defended with discipline, closing spaces, winning duels, and refusing to crack under pressure. Each Tottenham counterattack carried menace, and City's defenders never looked entirely comfortable. What made this result even more shocking was the way Spurs controlled the game without needing to dominate the ball. Under new manager Thomas Frank, the team looked organized, compact, and incredibly efficient. Brennan Johnson was tireless in attack, Maddison pulled strings in midfield, and Palhinha's goal summed up their opportunism. In goal, Vicario commanded his area with calm authority, dealing with crosses and shots whenever City tried to force their way back. For Manchester City, this was a night of frustration and questions. Guardiola's experiment of resting Ederson backfired, as Trafford's era-gifted Spurs their second. Their usually fluid passing lacked speed, their pressing wasn't sharp enough, and their finishing deserted them. For all their possession, they rarely troubled the Tottenham defense, and that is a rare sight at the end. When the final whistle blew, Tottenham celebrated another famous victory on this ground, their third league win here in just 5 visits. The away fans roared with pride, singing long after the players left the pitch. For City, boos from sections of the home crowd showed just how disappointing the evening had been. This result not only puts Spurs at the top of the table, but also sends a clear message that under Thomas Frank, they are serious contenders. A clinical Brennan Johnson, a decisive Palhinha, and a rock-solid defense combined to bring down the champions in their own fortress. A shocking result, a brilliant tactical display, and a reminder that, in the Premier League, anything can happen.